Okay, first I will introduce you to our group members. The first is Muhammad Hazim as a leader. Second is Muhammad REZQAL, and third Muhammad ADIB, and lastly is me, Muhammad AIMAN. Okay, my name is AIMAN. I will continue with the apparatus and process or procedure. Which is the first equipment we use is a DC power supply, which is to providing the constant current. Next, we use a wire cable, which is the function of equipment is to conduct the electricity. Next, we use the heating plate, which is actually to control the temperature of electrolyte solution. We also use the salt or sodium chloride, which is actually using increased ionite strength in distilled water. Next, we use the rooftop stand. Rooftop stand we actually provide structure support for various components. Next, we use the digital multimeter, which is to determine the electrolyte temperature during the heating operation. Next, we use the nail and screw, which is the function as a cathode terminal, and copper coil using to as a anode terminal. Next, we use the digital valence. Digital valence actually to measuring the mass of various materials. Lastly, we use the beaker as a function to hold electrolyte solution. Okay. This video show that which is we use distilled water as electrolyte, which is to combine with the sodium chloride can form the equation at NaCl. Okay, first we focus in provide the electrolyte. First we make the sodium chloride solution, which is the salt and distilled water plus salt in the beaker. We use stirring two method, which is using the hand and also using the stirring uh, on the heated plate. That's all for me.
In this part, video 1 and 2 show that sanding and cleaning the electrode, which is copper and nail, before electroplating. This is because one of the procedure before run the experiment to enhance the efficiency and quality of the plating process. This process to make sure removing oxide layer and contaminants for ensure better conductivity and uniformity of the copper coating on the iron nails. In this slide, it show video 1 show the setup crocodile to the clip to the DC power supply. Then video 2 show the adjustment current that we use along the adjustment, which is 60 to 70 microampere. And lastly, the third video show the copper and copper in the both terminal as electrode to make the solution of the copper chloride before we run the electroplating process.
After set up all the equipment, we start to use the copper chloride electrolyte and start the electroplating process. We set up the current in range of between 60 to 70 microampere, and then start it with room temperature, which is 23 degrees Celsius. On this part, we start to heat up the electrolyte since our experiments variable are different electrolyte temperature. So for test 2, we start to heat the electrolyte using the heating plate until the electrolyte reach 40 degrees Celsius. And for test 3, we heat up the electrolyte until it reach 60 degrees Celsius, and then we begin the electroplating process.
After finish the setup, we start the experiment by using the room temperature solution and let the experiment run for 10 minutes. And after finish the 10 minutes, we repeat the same step by using different solution temperature, which is 40 degree and 60 degree. After finish the setup, so this is the electroplating process in 10 minutes. As we can see the result, the higher the temperature that we use, the darker the yellowish color. So that we can see here, from the left picture is room temperature, and then 40 degrees Celsius, and lastly is 60 degrees Celsius. We can see that the 60 degrees Celsius solution is more darker than room temperature solution and 40 degrees Celsius solution. So this is the electroplating process in 10 minutes. As we can see the result, the higher the temperature that we use, the darker the yellowish color. So that we can see here, from the left picture is room temperature, and then 40 degrees Celsius, and lastly is 60 degrees Celsius. We can see that the 60 degrees Celsius